Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing? Welcome to Coffee in the World with Wanda. Today is Friday, May the 15th, 2026. And y'all, we're going to begin our day God's Way by Joyce Meyer. Our topic today is day 59. Focus means saying no. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desires of your heart. The verse is coming from Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. Focus requires understanding that you can't have too many top priorities. When we do too many things at once, we end up doing nothing well. If you have a goal you truly want to accomplish, you need to focus your thoughts, energies, and time on it. It is useless to wish you could do something. If you truly desire to do something, you must rely on God. Focus and do it. Always give thanks to God for any success you have. In order to focus, you will have to say no to many other things, including some things you want to say yes to. Always remember that God promised to give us the desires of our heart if we will delight ourselves in Him. That verse is coming from Psalms chapter 37, verse 4. Even if you have to let go of something you would like to have or do, God is able to replace it with something better than you could imagine. The world is filled with dissatisfied and unfulfilled people, and I suspect it is due to them either not having a relationship with God or not giving themselves to what they were meant to do. God has given each of us gifts and abilities, and it fills us with joy when we nourish and develop these gifts. They enable us to do His will. So I encourage you to find out what God's will is for you and focus on it with everything you have. God, give me the power to focus on the present moment in the things you have called me to do in this world. Help me to maintain that focus and give me the strength to say no to things that aren't mine to do or to have. Amen. Amen. Okay. Now on to Jesus calling. Okay. Thank me in the midst of the crucible when things seem all wrong. Look for growth opportunities, especially look for areas where you need to let go, leaving your cares in my able hands. Do you trust me to orchestrate your life events as I choose, or are you still trying to make things go according to your will? If you keep trying to carry out your intentions while I am leading you in another direction, you defy your desires. Be on the lookout for what I am doing in your life. Worship me by living close to me, thanking me in all circumstances. I have read to you First Peter chapter 5 verses 6 through 7, Psalms chapter 62 verse 8, First Thessalonians chapter 5 verse 18. And guess what, y'all? Lord, it's me again. Let's see what our topic today is. He is my hope. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. That verse is coming from Proverbs chapter 23, verse 18. Abraham took God at his word. Everything about his present circumstances made the idea that he would have his son, that he would have a son ridiculous. His body was good as dead. His own wife laughed at the thought that she, a woman of 90, body worn out and barren, would nurse a child of her own, and yet God had said it. This God that could give life even to the dead and who could call into existence things that didn't yet exist. Hope starts with the promises of God. When doubt, discouragement, or despair threatens your soul, take heart. We have a God that has already spoken words of life and certainty that will prove to both revive and carry us. Hope is taking God at His word, believing that all He has done, all that He is and has said is sure. God, you are my trustworthy anchor. I confidently expect that you will do all you have said you will do, even the things that seem impossible. I choose to believe you for all the fulfillment of your promises. Amen. Amen to that. Okay. Now to our couples devotional. And our topic is full of joy. All the days of the oppressed are wretched, but the cheerful heart has a continual feast. That verse can be found in Proverbs chapter 15, verse 15. Life isn't always easy. Difficult people and circumstances cause frustration and stress. It's tempting to focus on what's hard and lacking in your situation. Pessimism says the bad outweighs the good. The future seems dark. When troubles come, they prove your negative expectations to be true. Gratitude slips away and prayers grow silent. A cheerful person, however, keeps their focus on the Lord. You count your blessings, you pray, anticipating God's faithful response. You live in a constant state of feasting, delighting in today's joys and the hope of eternity to come. You trust that God is in control, believing He'll use every trial for your good in the end. Is your heart hungry for happiness, or are you feasting on God's goodness today? Take a moment to list the ways He's helped and provided for your needs. Remember, answered prayers. Look at all He's given beyond that you deserve. Bring the Lord an offering of praise for what He's done. Let Him bring gladness to your hearts. Lord, let us choose joy today. Keep our hearts from worrying or complaining. Thank you for your wonderful love in our lives. Amen. 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 And last but not least, learning to trust. See to it that no one takes you corruptive through hollow and deceptive philosophy, which depends on human tradition and the elemental spiritual forces of this world rather than on Christ. That verse can be found in Colossians chapter 2, verse 8. I'm learning to trust when I don't see rain descending on dry, crusted soil. I'll walk in the desert refreshed anyway. I'm known and I am understood, hearing and recognize the lit in my voice. He understands the yearnings of my flesh and my heart, the bitter longing to see His face. God is the rock strength of my heart, the anchor unbudging in violent seas. Though the earth gives way and all comes to nothing, my every hunger is utterly satisfied, with no hint of wanting left. I thirst no more. I am not undone. He, my Father, is my loving Lord, my intimate friend, my maker, and my tender, my healer, my companion, and my true hope. In my beginnings and endings and my highest heights and the desperation. He is with me. Where could I ever go from his spirit, his constant loving gaze? Why on earth would I ever want to? What else is needed than to follow his voice, traverse his trail up to the want to? What else is needed than to follow his voice, traverse his trail up to the mountain? The bloodstained track is old. He has cut my chains, setting my feet free to run, to dance. He calls to me. I am his. Beautiful one, there is nothing else worth following, no other voice that leads me to life. Amen. 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 Yeah, that concludes the reading of these devotionals this morning. I pray that you all have gotten something from them and have enjoyed my reading them to you. Please go ahead and like the video by hitting the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. Share the video out. And go ahead and subscribe to Life with Wanda. I would love to have you a part of my community over here, where I do devotional readings. I try to do it 7 days a week. Of course, on Thursdays, it has become 2-for-1 Thursdays. We do a little bit of gardening over here, a little bit of crocheting, and a little bit of diamond painting. Like living in my purpose states. Have a great day on purpose. Buy your sugar. Love, peace, and blessings. Lifting soil and more. Take patience to be in the garden. Yeah, I just want to say thank you, thank you to all of my subscribers. I thank everyone who comes across this video now, today, tomorrow, or in the future. I appreciate it so much. And look, y'all have a blessed day, and I'll be back with you, okay? Bye-bye for now.